what's up? This is Josh Snyder with Snyder Pro Flips, Tips, and Tricks. I appreciate you joining me today. Today we're gonna dive into a quick tutorial on how I made $400 or $500 in a single day carpet cleaning with an overhead of like $70, $75. Stick around, I'll tell you how. All right, so what I did to make $300, $400, $500 in a single day by carpet cleaning, simple, easy to learn skill, was I first and foremost went out and I did a little bit of research on which type of machine worked the best without having to get into a high overhead game, so to speak. After the brand new van expenses, after all the equipment that you got to install into that vehicle and the tanks to hold all the dirt and the clean water and all that stuff, you come over with a very large overhead. And if you're like me, you just don't have the time or money to put yourself into that position to do it. Or you don't want to go out and get a loan that's that large. So start somewhere, just start somewhere. So after I did some research, I found that Rug Doctor and Bissell branded carpet cleaners came to the top, and more specifically, the one that I currently use is the Bissell Big Green Deep Cleaning Machine. If you're interested in starting carpet cleaning, if you've done a little bit of research on how people have done it and some tips and tricks to do it well, this video is not about all of that. This video is just to simply tell you, here's what I did to go out and to start somewhere with a very small overhead and make more money, and then eventually turn around and buy my own equipment so that I could keep doing that without the small overhead that I had to keep paying. Let me explain. So I went to our local Albertsons one afternoon after watching some videos and doing some research on the carpet cleaners that were available. And most hardware stores and grocery stores will have Rug Doctor carpet cleaners or Bissell Big Green carpet cleaners available. Most of the time they're Rug Doctors from what I understand. But if you go and you look at the Rug Doctor carpet cleaner and you find one that's a very solid commercial branded carpet cleaner, and you go and you rent that thing for, I think generally they go for $40, $45, maybe $50 a day, maybe. But after you include the upholstery tool that you normally would like to rent just in case you need to get on some stairs or some furniture, and a couple of bottles of solution for 10, 15 bucks a piece. After all that, you come to about $70, $75, maybe $80, sometimes less. And then if you bring it back clean, you get a little bit of a prepayment back in your pocket if you come back with it clean, then they don't have to clean it. I remember one time I went and I rented one of these things and I brought it, I got to the job site and there was rocks still in this thing. It was disgusting and I had to clean it. But thankfully I went and after I cleaned it, I took it back, I got another one and they just gave it to me for free that day. They didn't charge me the initial rental, they didn't charge me a rental for that, they gave me all my money back. So I made a little bit for just cleaning out their machine for them. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, I rented that machine, but I did not do so until after I got on Facebook and I put out a post that said, hey, I'd like to do some carpet cleaning. And does anybody in the area like their carpets done? I'm really affordable, I'm just getting started, and so would anybody like it done? And before I get any further, let me just say this. You may want to rent the carpet cleaner and do your own carpets for 1 or 2 different times. Or rent the carpet cleaner and do your carpets and do your parents' carpets or your friends' carpets or whatever the case might be. Start with your own and then branch off into somebody else's that is close to you who will let you do it for maybe super cheap, or you just do it for free just to get your feet wet, so to speak. And then you put yourself up on Facebook or the market like that, very simply. You don't have a business license, you don't have to worry about all this other stuff. It's just you wanting to clean somebody else's carpet under the table for cash, so to speak. Don't do that if you want to keep doing it for a full-time income, but just get your feet wet. Start off by putting yourself out there just a little bit here, dipping your feet in, go rent a Rug Doctor or a Bissell Big Green Deep Cleaning Machine and put yourself out there. And here's the thing, if you don't do a job that you feel that you should be doing, or if the customer walks in and says, this sucks, offer to go over it again. The point is, in that early stage, you want to kind of bend over backwards. At least I did, and it worked well. I built a clientele that had me come back, especially and namely after I got my business license and after I got my own equipment and after I charged them full price for what I was doing, sometimes upwards to $800 for a full day of work on their single carpet, very large. I mean, it took me all day to do. But $800 I took away from that full day of work. There's a video that I'll be posting here very soon about how you can do that, how you can own all your own equipment, what equipment I specifically recommend, where I would tell you to go to get it, and links to get it, and all that other stuff. Coming very soon, here in a couple of days. So stay tuned for that if you want to know how to do that. But first, put yourself out there, go out, rent a piece of equipment, practice with it a little bit, get on Facebook, line up 3 or 4, here's the key and I'll close with this, line up 3 or 4 different jobs that you can do on one solid day. So if somebody says, hey, I'd like my carpet cleaning done, and you're like, okay, let's see, can I schedule you for next weekend? Can I schedule you for next weekend? So you don't interfere with your own work or whatever. You know, you don't interfere with your work schedule. You can do this while you're punching a clock, just to get yourself started somewhere. And say, I'll schedule it for next weekend. And I say schedule out so that the next person who messages you, likely, you can schedule on that same day or a 2-day stretch, because it's cheaper to rent a carpet cleaner for 2 days straight than it is for 1 day and another day later. But a 1 or 2 day stretch, you schedule 2, 3, 4, 5 carpet cleanings, depending on the size. Go take a look at their carpets. I'm not gonna explain how to price them necessarily in this video, but I will make a video to do so. So stay tuned for that. That'll come a little bit later on, how you can price carpet cleanings. But just think, after you get some practice, how long did it take me to do? What is the area normally, people in this area normally charge for this kind of stuff? And how can I be a little bit cheaper as I'm starting off and getting my feet wet in this industry? And you'll be surprised how much you can make carpet cleaning with some simple stuff, a little bit of water, a little bit of soap, and some grit. You know, just get down and be willing to work, and you will come away with a profit that a clock cannot give you. Punching somebody else's clock on the average 9-to-5 job cannot get you, and you will have so much more time to use for whatever else you want to invest in your life. I appreciate you joining me for another video from Snyder Pro Flips, Tips, and Tricks. Let me know what you think. Did you try it out? Did it work for you? How did that go? Are you gonna try it out? Get any thoughts, any extra things that maybe I didn't add on this video that you would recommend? Please drop a comment below. Hit that subscribe button. Come back again next time for another video, as I want to show you how you can live a little bit more efficiently, how you can use your time wisely, and make a little bit extra money so that you can invest into your future and your family's future and your dreams and your goals, and not be tied to a clock. Love you guys. Have a great day.